Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? So, we are back with another episode. I saw a lot of you guys loved my Alita video and what to expect from Captain Marvel. And just to clarify a little bit of a few things, I'm not bashing Captain Marvel as a movie. I personally think that it's going to be great. I just don't agree with what route Brie Larson is taking to push her activism, and that's just my biggest issue with it. But in terms of the movie itself, I hope it's great. I hope it does explain a lot because, I mean, let's be real. A lot of people are going to go see this movie, especially every single MCU fan out there, because guess what? This is just an appetizer for Avengers Endgame, which comes out a little more than a month after Captain Marvel. So I'm going to go see it. I know everybody who's been with the MCU since Iron Man is going to go see it, and that's the way it's going to be. So we're just going to have to let the dice roll on this one and see exactly what happens. But I'm not here to talk about Alita and Captain Marvel. I am here to talk a little bit more on the exciting news out of Boom Studios. So, if you guys have been following Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with Boom Studios, we got the awesome crossover event last year with the Shattered Grid, which ended on a huge cliffhanger, which left us asking questions. What happened during the reset? And ever since then, we've gotten a short comic book story arc with Kimberly from Drakken's World, Tanya, Cam Watanabe, Michael Corbett. Who else is on that roster? Heckle, who I'm not really familiar with as terms of a character. And there's one more. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, they're stuck on the Prometheus one, which is actually Terra Venture, and they're in some weird alternate galaxy. I don't know how that ended up being part of the time shift. I don't really know how we even got to this point as far as the reset goes. But Boom Studios announced that, and starting with issue 40, which should be out around May or June, we're going to get the introduction of the White Ranger. Yes. So Tommy Oliver is finally making his debut as the White Ranger. Well, I think it's the White Ranger. I think it's Tommy Oliver as the White Ranger, but we won't know until the issue comes out. But the producers and the writers have stated that this is the result of the reset at the end of Shattered Grid. So a lot of questions are being risen up right now. My main question is, are Tommy, or not Tommy, Jason, Trini, and Zach still a part of the Ranger team? Because if you go back to the show, you'll notice that Jason, Trini, and Zach left to be part of some world summit or something like that, and were replaced with Rocky, Aisha, and Adam. So those are one of the questions that are on, the tip, because Tommy was the White Ranger for a little while Jason was still red, Trini was still yellow, and Zach was still black. I think it was a few episodes before the actors left the show. So that's one of the questions that's been arising, if Aisha, Rocky, and Adam are going to be a part of this new story arc, which I hope they kind of are, and I hope they're kind of not, because I'm a fan of the original team. Yes, I love the, Adam, Aisha, and Rocky as characters and stuff like that, but I really love what Boom Studios did with the original team in terms of how they interact and their dynamics. So I'm interested to see if they're going to go further with that. If not, then I trust their judgment in introducing Rocky, Aisha, and Adam and seeing where they go with that. Another thing that was introduced or announced was that Lord Drakken will be returning. We don't entirely know any details about that, but the title of the story arc is Necessary Evil, which I'm assuming that the Rangers are going to have to team up with Lord Drakken to stop an even more powerful threat looming in the galaxy. So that's going to be interesting too. Again, not a lot of details have been released on that story arc at all, so I'm interested to see where that goes. But some of the artwork for the covers, especially the main cover with the White Ranger, which you see on the screen, has been shown, and I am literally stuck upon that idea. And it's kind of interesting how in the Shattered Grid crossover we did not get any glimpses of Tommy's other forms. I think the only one we got was in the annual number 2, where Lord Drakken got to Zeo Ranger 5, which was Tommy, but we didn't see any glimpses of the Red Ranger, other Red Rangers, like the turbo version of him, the Black Dino Ranger of him, or the White Ranger version of him. So this is the first time literally we've seen White Ranger Tommy appear on the screen. So I'm literally excited to see where the story goes from here. I've been questioning what happened during the reset of Shattered Grid, and starting with issue number 40, it looks like we're about to get those questions answered. So I will keep you up to date with that. Again, thank you guys thank you all who've been watching my videos and leaving some comments behind. Well, with this, tell me what you think about Boom Studios Power Rangers. Let me know if you guys have been following it since day one, because I have been on it every single week. My next video will be about Go-Go and what they plan on doing with that. It looks like they're about to start the Green Ranger arc, and there's some pretty interesting stuff that arisen in the last issue about Rita Repulsa and Zordon's relationship. Still a little fuzzy, but I like where Boom Studios is going with that. But that's for next video for another time. Make sure you like and subscribe, and leave a comment about your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen during the reset of Shattered Grid, and what do you expect to see during the Necessary Evil story arc? So, thank you guys for listening. I will see you guys next time. Bye.